This week in memes, YouTuber James Charles has his Twitter account hacked, but luckily is able to retrieve it before any damage is done, and then proceeds to post a naked picture of himself on Twitter anyway. YouTuber Ethan Klein of H3H3 Productions does not have his Twitter account hacked, but still finds the need to post a naked picture of himself online. This has been a weird week. And finally, the Amazon rainforest is still on fire. It's been like a month, guys. I'm starting to think memes aren't helping. James Charles's Twinkie cakes have been trending all over Twitter for the second time since Coachella, except this time the sweet cream between the buns has left a sour taste in his mouth. Is that really? That's what we went with? We couldn't have written that any less gross? Yeah, I'm taking a look through the show notes, and it looks like you wrote that one, as well as every other joke, because you're the only person who works here. I'm just you again, but sitting. My apologies in advance. Some of the guys here at the office have a weird sense of humor.
I heard that.
Anyway, this story starts with what initially seemed like a large-scale hack. Multiple large social media influencer accounts had their accounts hacked and were clearly posting some odd stuff. Shane Dawson, Amanda Kearney, King Bach, and even the late great Etika all seem to have their accounts posting weird things. Some links to Discord servers, some things that were almost sort of borderline funny, some things that were just terrible. It all seemed a little bit too random up until King Bach posted this Twitter video.
Let's talk about AT&T and how your security is trash. It was an AT&T employee that switched my SIM card to his SIM card, and all the text messages went to his phone. He could see everything I was typing in my phone. So when I changed my password, he saw what the fuck I changed it to. The store is closed, the customer service is trash. I was on the phone for hours just trying to figure this shit out.
James Charles proceeded to also post a tweet explaining his contempt for AT&T, as something similar had happened to him with all of his social media accounts being hacked. After he got a hold of all of his normal stuff and bitching out AT&T a little bit on Twitter, he then proceeded to post this infamous tweet. Hi, I got my account back. Just case I ever get hacked again, here's the only nude I've ever taken. Can't threaten me with it now, cowboy emoji. Get a life. Now I know all of you at home are going Sumito. I wasn't able to afford my Coachella ticket or flight or hotel this year, so I wasn't able to see James Charles's ass cheeks live on the show floor. I can at least enjoy being one of the front row seats to see it here on Twitter, right? You'd be in the minority. Money make you stay awake. Type of money she gonna let you put it in her face. Hey, big bank take lil bank. Hey, big bank take lil bank. Oh, back again. Now I mostly try to stay out of YouTube politics just because it's difficult to call yourself a YouTuber when you've only made $7 from your YouTube videos. Every single one of these memes is just some sort of photo manipulated picture of James Charles's ass. I can't show any of these. Or am I, like, how much do I need to crop out? YouTube, tell me, how much of James Charles's ass can I show in this video?
Nothing! You lose!
There's three types of people that show their memeing prowess whenever an opportunity like this rears its ugly head once every blue moon. The first of which are James Charles stans, just happy that James is doing anything, really.
Coming. I'm gonna continue to come. Skip's been coming. He's gonna continue to come.
Secondly, we've got people that are a little bit upset that it seems like James Charles is just willy-nilly about showing his ass all over the internet, for good reason. It's a pretty good ass.
It looks like he has ass implants because it is way too
It's
big,
pretty intense,
way too voluptuous, and he is tiny, like a tiny little twink, like skinny little twink, and it looks like he has had ass implants. But it's fat, dude. It's a fat ass, dude. Everyone's like, whoa.
Everybody was indeed like, whoa, Ethan. Everybody was indeed like, whoa. That's what all of Twitter was like since James Charles posted this picture. It was such big news that SpongeBob even decided to bring him in for one shot and one shot only. Here's his big break.
My ass! Sorry.
Oh, never mind.
It makes me sad when I have to put in disclaimers like this, but I basically gotta do it anytime I use a clip from SpongeBob. No, that wasn't in the original show. Your childhood isn't ruined, it's dubbed, you weirdo. Watch the anime. On top of the group of people that were upset that James Charles was taking any and every opportunity to show off his voluptuous ass, there were also the group of people who were just sort of sick of it, didn't want to see any more of it. I don't know why you're following him on Twitter, but let's be fair, even if you weren't, you were gonna see these cheeks. Alright, next up on Scenes from a Hat, we've got Twitter's reaction to James Charles's picture. Last but not least, we've got the more minimalistic memes. Now, I love these just as much as the other ones. People have made more of these than any of the other ones, but the premise is simple. James Charles is nude, therefore we should do something about that. Here's what's happened. Of course, we have the classic. Somebody went ahead and MS painted my boy James Charles. It's a pretty accurate rendition. We've then, of course, just got clothed James Charles. I mean, he took the clothes off. Let me put them back on. That's pretty creative. Not quite as creative as Visco Girl James Charles. And I oop. Some of the more creative options are something like this, where it's James Charles as a Grand Theft Auto 5 background. Pretty fitting. If you couldn't tell from the thumbnail, Ethan from H3H3 actually posted his own bare ass on Twitter as a homage to the James Charles picture with the same caption. Also, Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast. You would think somebody who lives with an adult film star, between the two of them, you know, hey, one of us has to take an ass pic, maybe. I mean, I guess if I wanted to see Lena the Plug's ass, I could just pull her up on Pornhub, right? So, yeah, maybe that was the smart choice. Am I still recording? One thing I definitely do not understand, and I'll admit this might be because I'm a little bit of a novice to Twitter, is the K-pop memes. They're everywhere. It doesn't even make sense to me. People are taking like a clip of the entire music video and just putting it over James Charles's ass. Like, this is how we stan our favorite K-pop group? Some of them are really well done. Some of them have like the whole thing silhouetted out. For what? It's different K-pop groups. I can tell they're different K-pop groups. They're completely different music videos. They're trying to outdo each other. Like, what is the end goal? Perhaps the end goal should be to focus all of our attention to fixing the Amazon rainforest. I know I memed about it last week. I didn't give it the time that it took, but this time I will take the time that it takes. Down in the description, I have left a link to Audible, the #1 audiobook recently. I'm just joking. I'll see you guys next Friday. Peace.